I just catch you having fun.
Paving this shit crank.
Hey you guys, this story came out in October of 28 of 2020. I'm kind of tongue-tied. And if you notice, I always add the person that wrote this story in there so that they can get their credit because they actually wrote this story. And I'm just going to read the story to you. And I just want to say I thank each and every one of you guys, and bear with me because it's really late and I'm not sleepy, but I just really want to, kind of read some stories and get some content out there, you guys. The movies that I posted on my channel, I got a copyright strike, even though I did show them the you know what I mean. I forgot the name of the Fair Use Act thing, and they still struck my content, even though I gave credit to the person that actually had the movie, the creator of the movie. They still struck my channel, so I'm trying to be careful. So I'm just going to be doing these types of videos for a minute until coast is clear. If you like me reading these stories, you guys, let me know. Leave a comment. The more I do it, the better I'll get at reading, out loud. Like I said in the very beginning, I'm used to reading to myself, and when you're used to reading to yourself, you read a lot faster. So I'm learning to read out loud, and I may stumble over a couple of words, and if there's anything in here that I can't pronounce, I welcome you to help me pronounce it because I don't know everything. So let's get into this story, you guys. A Poca, no, a Poconos Hotel and several people associated with it were convicted of sex trafficking offenses in a precedent-setting case last week, according to U.S. Attorney David Freed. And again, like I said, forgive me for my reading. It's late and I'm not sleepy, but I'm tired. I just can't sleep. Faisal Bahamani, I'll just say it like that, 43, and Nazim Hassam, 64, both of Bartonsville, Monroe County, were convicted along with Sri Sai Inc. and the Pocono Plaza Inn Hotel, which was formerly known as the Quality Inn in Stroudsburg, according to a statement from Freed office. Sri Sai Inc. is a Pennsylvania corporation. Wow. See, that's what I was saying. These foreigners are coming over here, they're buying these hotels, and they're allowing people to do prostitution and all kinds of stuff in the hotels, and they just really don't care. It's all about the dollar. The integrity and the quality of these hotels now are crap. You don't know who's in the hotel with you. You don't know if the person next door to you is a serial killer. You don't know if that person's on the run. You just don't know. They don't care. The dollar speaks louder than people's protection. You know what I'm saying? So, the group was convicted on October 23rd after a 2-week jury trial. It was the first time that a hotel owner, or a hotel manager had been convicted of criminal sex trafficking offenses in Pennsylvania. And honey, let me tell you something. There are going to be more that come out. And I'm not blaming it solely on COVID, but since COVID has been out, they have to get off the streets and they had to go tuck in somewhere. So they probably made deals like they did with these people to other hotels, and that's why they're like hidden in plain sight. According to Free, Sri Sai Inc. owned and operated a Howard Johnson hotel in Bartonsville, where Bahamani was the general manager. Both were convicted of aiding and abetting sex trafficking by force. fraud and coercion, and sex trafficking conspiracy offenses. Drug trafficking offenses and managing a drug related premises were also a part of the case. The jury also found the hotel guilty of managing a drug related premises, and Hassam, who is part owner and vice president of Sri Sai, guilty of drug trafficking conspiracy and 2 counts of managing a drug related premises. Woo! I'm glad they cracking down. I'm glad they cracking. I pray they don't get no bail or anything. The jury determined that all property owned by Sri Sai Inc. facilitated the company's sex trafficking and drug trafficking crimes. Freed's office said this makes the property subject to criminal forfeiture. During the investigation, witnesses established that the Howard Johnson Hotel was a safe haven for a crime between 2011 and 2019, Freed officers said. Ooh, Lord have mercy, that's a long time. Bahamani, then the manager, made rooms available for sex trafficking and drug dealers and took payments for the hotel that were direct proceeds from criminal activity, Freed said. See, I knew it. 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 Bahamani also traded discounts and free rooms for sex, according to Freed's office. Whew. Which the traffickers would order their victims to provide to him. So not only that, he was getting free rear end. Sick pig. Dozens of sex trafficking victims testified at the trial, explaining that coercion through blackmail, violence, and drugs they experienced at the hands of the traffickers, Freed said. So they just was in the mix of everything. Bahamani, I'm just going to say it the way I say it, was found to be closely associated with several of the traffickers and knew about the trafficking going on. Other employees at the hotel knew as well, and investigators found evidence that at least 2 other employees, including Hassam, participated in the sexual assault of these victims. Get them all. Get them all. They all need to go down. No free card to go. The hotel allowed known criminals to check in under false names, and Bahami and Hassan both made efforts to obstruct police when they were trying to locate suspects, Freed said. According to Freed's office, these convictions come after a 6-year joint investigation into sex trafficking, drug trafficking, and violent crimes in Monroe County by the Organized Crime Drug Enforcement Task Force. That's what their butts get. They need to get locked up. While much of the sex trafficking occurred at the Howard Johnson Hotel, the investigation found that the Poconos Plaza Inn was also riddled with drug activity, including multiple overdoses, drug seizures, undercover drug purchases, and arrests, Freed said. So, wow. They was doing it big, making all that money, and wow. And whew, I don't know what to say. I'm just baffled, you guys. I really don't know what to say. Multiple kilograms of heroin and cocaine, as well as fentanyl, cocaine base, also known as crack, methamphetamine, marijuana, and MDMA were seized from the properties. While the investigation began in 2014 as an effort to look into the Black Peastone Gang, a group connected to the Bloods that was responsible for gun violence and drug trafficking, Freed's office said in the investigation uncovered widespread sex and drug trafficking. This is ridiculous. That's what I was saying earlier, that these gang members are a part of the sex trafficking ring, and they also have stake in it as well. They beat the women and they traffic the women. They supply them with drugs as well. The sex traffickers and drug dealers also were warned by Bahimi when law enforcement was around, including during the manhunt for Eric Freed in 2014, according to Freed's office. and all 40 people have been convicted of federal crimes related to these hotels and trafficking investigation. Even more people have been charged and convicted in state courts, Freed said. This is really, really sad. You know, that's why you got to be careful with your surroundings, because you could be in a hotel going on a business trip as a woman and they could snatch you up. This investigation is an outstanding example of how the task force model works as a force multiplier, Freed said. When federal agencies like the FBI join the local law enforcement agencies, officers who know their local jurisdictions better than anyone, we can accomplish far more than either can do on their own. We hope this will serve as a warning to any person or company in a position to facilitate or profit from forced prostitution. Don't, he said. Sex trafficking cases are among the most serious we prosecute, and we will bring to bear the full resources of the Department of Justice to investigate and prosecute those who traffic women and girls, along with those who profit from it. So, you guys, that's the end of the story, and I will talk to you later. My little munchkin is in here, and I don't want him to start talking loud. So, until the next story, don't forget to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that post notification bell so that you'll know when I have more content. So, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.